you. Can you guys hear me? Check. No sound. Check. Okay, you can hear me now? All right. Let me try one more thing here. Aux input check. You can still hear me now? All right. Anyway, well, I was saying, I thought I had the software set up, but like I said, like I was saying earlier, I ripped apart my studio, took out all the old equipment and upgraded everything and sending over the old equipment. I got to take the old equipment over to Josh tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it was a busy day for me. Yeah, spent so much time in here today. Anyway, I didn't really get much rest. And it was so hot. It's probably like 98 degrees in here. It's probably still like 90, 95 at least in here. The only thing I have in here is a fan. I don't have air conditioning in here. I thought about putting it in today, but I'm not sure yet. So, let me see. Um, so I'm going to test out a new piece of equipment. Oh my gosh, Josh and I were just like, oh my god, we're going to do like a full review on it. But it's kind of crazy. Um, so anyway, so I have this new device. This device was made to plug into an SB7 to cut down the noise. But anyway, I might demo this thing if you guys want to hear it. So I've tried it with two different boxes today. So I tried it with an SB7. This is the new SB7, uh, the version T or the Rev 5, and then I tried it with this. This one's like this one has random sweet. Um, but if you guys want, I could do a demo. I could plug it into where I'll just plug it into the mixer, and then it'll be able to broadcast over the internet. I mean, I could play some more frequencies like I did last week. Different sounds. Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that just for you, Raina. So let me. I had to boot up my other computer here. Hold on one second. every time I boot up this computer, just a bunch of emails always pop up. So I'm not going to read them. I always have to force myself not to read them. Oh, come on. Come on. Sorry, guys. I just got to boot up this other computer if I'm going to play stuff. Come on. Sorry. Come on. There we go. All right. So on the show, so those of you that are just tuning in, so um we do live spirit box sessions here. We do so all of my spirit boxes that I build don't have static. So we either play God, this monitor's bright. We either play either reverse speech or I've been experimenting with my responses only mode, so it doesn't you don't hear the sweeping of the radio. It's just direct responses. Well, even in reverse, you really don't hear any static between the sweeps. So anyway, so basically that's what we do. People will ask questions, we'll get responses. Yeah, so basically that's how it works. So we do that. We do sessions for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, sometimes longer. And then we'll stop. We'll discuss the session. Or if anybody has any questions, we'll do that. And then we'll go on to another session. And then we'll just keep on doing that. As long as people have questions, then we'll talk about other things. Anyway. So yeah, that's basically the concept of the show. Hold on one second. I just want to we're good. All right. Sorry. I know I've been pretty bad at reading responses lately or the messages. I just been especially over the Wednesday night shows. I just got really tied up in conversation. So so we'll ask questions later. Once we start the sessions, then we'll start asking questions, but just hold on to your questions until so yeah, this is basically Christina. Let me answer this question really quick. What wrong one? So Christina, yes, this is the studio is in basically my workshop. I built a studio in here, and yeah, this is basically in my house. My house is there are 4 spirits here, so there's activity off and on. Most of it's during the day, sometimes at night, but not very often. The only time that we do get activity in here is, and it gets kind of active, is once I start doing communication. There's usually the little girl comes through, or a gentleman named Ed always comes through. All right, so let me get this demo and what was I doing? Oh, sorry, let me So I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna get the audio ready to stream in the background. Just it's music. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get everything queued up here. Where is it? All right, I found it. Clear the queue. Shuffle. All right, so I have everything queued up now. Sorry, I didn't know if anybody wanted me. I mean, usually I only do this by request. I mean, sometimes I'll do it as an experiment, but I really wasn't planning on doing it. But I don't mind doing it at all for you guys. Sorry, I'm closing down emails and stuff, so I won't start reading because this is my work computer, and customers always write me. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to answer anything right now. All right. So like I said, we'll start asking questions after we do some sessions. But do you guys want me to get the demos out of the way first? So like I said, I have this new device. It's designed for the SB7. It comes with this speaker. And the speaker is super heavy. And then it magnetizes onto the front of this box, this little device. But I'm not going to use the speaker because I'm going to plug it in directly into the sound. But that speaker is actually heavier than the SB7 and this device together. It's actually still heavier. It's crazy. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and demo these really quick. Let's see. It's so dark in here. I can't read the. So this one goes the speaker. So I hope you guys don't mind it being a little loud at first. So just prep your ears. It's a typical SP7. All right. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on camera. So it has basically a little waveform. Let me lower it a little bit. So you start seeing the waves coming through. But you also hear, can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the audio? Oh, crap. Hold on a second. Um, where's that coming from? Okay, but you guys can hear that. You guys can hear the static, correct? Okay, you should be hearing static now. Are you guys hearing any static? Okay. So let me adjust that. This thing's kind of cumbersome. Let me see if I could turn this up. Hold on one second. Sorry. Can you guys hear that? All right, now let me. Yeah, I know. I accidentally turned up the volume in it. Um, Let me see here. Let me see if I can adjust it. I know you can hear static because that's all I have it on right now. All right, let me just go ahead and start sweeping. Well, let me make the adjustment real quick. All right, so now it cut out the static. So now it goes. So once you make the adjustment, it goes like to a flat line, and the light has to be red. Now I'll start scanning. So can you hear that now? But it is scanning. So anyway, right now we're doing this test on this box. but it is scanning. I don't know if you can see yeah, so you can see it scanning. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me swap out the radios really quick. So that was SB7. Now I'm going to swap it for this one. Come on. All right. So power this on. So yeah, you can't have it up to like a certain volume or else it'll just like cut through the filter. But as you can see, it's sweeping. All right, that's enough of that. Anyway, that's how that works. Sorry, I'm unplugging stuff. I got to swap everything back now. I had everything. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry, I had everything unplugged so I could do that demo, but now I swapped everything back on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna do a total breakdown of this device. I mean, we know what it is. Josh and I talked about it over the last few days. It came in yesterday, but we were watching some videos and we were just trying to figure out what it was before I got it. So when it came in yesterday, I plugged it in and I just started laughing. I'm like, "Oh my god, and I said, "Josh, you nailed it." Anyway, those of you that don't know, I have another show. Um, and we talk about ghost boxes. We talk about spirit communication. We talk about the ITC field. We talk about a lot of things. And Josh is an audio engineer. So we break down a lot of different frequencies. We break down radios. We break down a lot of different things. So yeah, we kind of figured out what this was, and I kind of explained to him how it worked, and basically told me, "Oh my god, I know exactly what it is." And so yeah, we'll be revealing all of that. I'm going to take the radio over to him tomorrow. We're going to do a true breakdown of it, and then we'll have all the results on Wednesday. So anyway, so those of you that never heard of Ghost Box, yeah, don't even. You're going to be blown away by when I start up another one of my Ghost Boxes. Um, so anyway, I had to do it. I had to demo it for people out there. I know a lot of people were waiting for that demo. Um, and it's kind of funny. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos and I was just sitting there laughing. But anyway, enough of that. So, all right. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do um responses only? Do you guys want to do reverse? Oh, I got to start up this audio for Reina. Um, make sure that's that. And hold on one second. I'm just making sure that this audio is working. Why is that? Check, check. Hello? Sorry, I'm just making sure. I don't know if my speakers are on. Test. Check. 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 Okay. Sorry, I had to make sure that my monitors are my two speakers up here above me. Just had to make sure they were off so we wouldn't get any feedback. Um, hold on one second. I have the speaker like blasting and I'm barely hearing it. Hold on one. Oh, shit. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. So you guys, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do reverse audio first? All right, we're gonna do reverse audio first, and then when I start that, then we'll start asking questions. So let me see here. Just making sure everything's good. Okay. Yeah, this is just running the show by myself. It's kind of a pain. There's just so many different settings that I have to make sure everything's on. Um, and like I said, no, the candles are going. I already have the candles going. Oh, I did add a couple of more things too. Um, I added another mirror, and then yeah. So, like I said, I was busy today. All right, so let me go ahead and switch over, and then we'll go ahead and when we start the session, then I'll go ahead. So when you guys ask a question, I'm going to give you a sample or an example of how you do it. So I'm posting an example. Um, I just posted it. It's in the chats. So if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and do that once we get started. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me know if you guys can hear. I didn't even do a test before I swapped everything out. So let me know if you guys hear anything, or if you don't, let me know. Uh, why am I not hearing anything? Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either. So let me check. Hold on one second. Go away. All right, just bear with me for a second. Um, that's muted. Three and four. Is that it? 3 and 4. 9, 10. Can you hear that now? Is it still really quiet? Is that better now? Is it still really low? All right, let me figure this out. What? Blind. What could it be? All right, I'm trying to figure out what. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure it out. That's not it. That's phones. So I had it there for a quick second. What's FX? This is the main. Can you guys hear it better now? That's not it. It's worse now. Any better? Yeah, I got to. I'm gonna have to. Let's see. So I have no sound now. All right. Hold on one second. Mm,
Yeah, they don't know.
are you guys should be hearing this now?
Wait,
All right. Somebody said it was the software, and that's exactly what it was. Check. 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 Can you guys still hear me? Stan, are you here with us? Are the Constantinos listening tonight? Who said got to pray? Katrina wants to know, is there something you want to know? Want me to know, Aaron?
I think this later.
Who just said test? Chris, who are you looking for? Are there any messages from Cliff tonight? Stan, are you busy?
We have
Who just said bitch? Sally, are you watching over Susan?
when you beat
Christina, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Dammit wants to know, is there any word from my mom, June? Are there any messages for Angel out there? Yeah, we don't want to speak with Ed. JJ wants to know if anybody has any messages for her. Who's in here with me? Who just said me? Who said look in the mirror? How about me? What's the secret password? We made a secret password on his deathbed. Whose body did we find? What was that I just saw when I lit the incense and put it in the dish? What did I just see? Who just said it's Daryl? Who's in here with me? All right, we're going to end this session. All right. There was a lot of names coming through that time. So that was kind of freaky. I kind of jumped. uh so I was lighting the incense, and it's kind of dark. Just where there's that salt lamp, but right next to the salt lamp I have an incense dish. So I was lighting an incense, and I could have swore I just saw a hand like reaching up, and it kind of startled me. And I was like, why is there a shadow there? But it wasn't a shadow. And just before that, I could have swore I saw something just pass on my left just before that happened. But I was like, well, I'm just gonna light an incense, and then I saw that, and it kind of startled me. Anyway. I know you missed the REM pod. The REM pod's actually behind me. I just don't have it on. Just because my head's blocking it. I guess I can move things around. I'll have to shuffle things around. Yeah, I do a lot of different types, a lot of different types of methods, but it's hard to do it. Like in a group setting like this, and um, I mean, if you can notice, there's actually so in the reflection of the black mirror, I actually have another mirror. You can kind of see it. Um, in the bottom corner, well, probably in the corner of the mirror, like starting at the corner near the crystal ball, just slightly diagonally, you'll see it looks like there's two candles. One candle is actually a reflection from another mirror that I have set up. So there's a mirror facing another mirror. So, um, anyway, so I wanted to see what would happen if I just had those two mirrors facing each other. So I kind of set up that other mirror today. It was kind of a pain. Just because I had to get it angled right and in the right position. It's just hard to get it exactly framed up with that because of how and what I have everything connected to. I wish I could center it, but it'd be really hard to do. What are you trying to channel? Now, Suzette, what we just did was just reverse audio. That wasn't responses only mode. I'll do that next. I have a tone like feedback when I talk. It might just be all right. How about now? Is that better? Yeah, I do have music playing in the background. Yeah, I don't know what the feedback is unless I heard it. Which candle are you talking about? Real, Karen, what are you referring to? You can't hear the music? Let me try to turn it up a little bit. And here, I'll turn up my mic too, so maybe you'll be able to hear that. Um, All right, let me try that. I turned up my mic, so maybe you'll be able to hear it. Oh, so the noise that when I speak, wondering if it's the compression. Is that any better? You can't hear the music? Can you hear the music now? You can't hear the music. Huh. Yeah, I don't have the music up really loud. It's just playing in the room. That's the mic shouldn't automatically mute. Check. I had to turn the mic way up. So, yeah, I got it. I just had to turn the gain up on the mic. All right, there we go. I just had the I just had this I guess just set for my voice. I didn't really EQ it for the background sound, but thank you guys. Um like I said, I just installed this equipment today and I didn't even do a sound check. I just went live. So, you guys are my sound check. This music, it freaking just once I start playing this, spirit just starts going crazy too. It gets really heavy in here at times. All right. Yeah, I'll pay you guys. I'll throw you guys all a bone. um, yeah, let me turn it down a little bit. It is loud in here. Can you guys still hear it okay? All right. All right, cool. So it's gone. All right. Let me turn it back up. I mean, it's super loud for me. I mean, but that's all right. Actually, I was thinking about moving because the speaker is kind of far away. I was thinking about putting the speaker right behind me, just for this, so it's kind of pointing at the mic. But anyway, I'll have to move it later this week. No, my neighbors are far away; they can't hear it. Anyway, all right, so we'll go ahead and start another session here. You're welcome, Raina. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over, and then we'll. Oh, do you guys want to do? Let me do. We're gonna do responses only. Yeah, we'll do responses only. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started.
Milk you.
His wife and
on the
excited.
Mark the first.
One of the
and again.
all these other
Royale. No one has.
Feel that there is
Forehead and
Meaning world.
Carpathian. 30,000.
They got
Oprah.
Who's looking for Oprah? Karen, you're looking for Karen?
dwell in
fell off.
so that
he fixed
their resource.
All the time I got
Out 6
16.
Who's 16?
whereby succeeded
And enjoy.
also
this is embarrassing.
Disclosed.
So
when he asked
Who's looking for Angel?
and something of
She is
Essential.
underbrush.
Able to stop.
and if you
cross the country.
The ropes.
closest pick that
you say Kevin
Are you looking for the light?
Cutting ship.
the different.
What's going to happen in August?
Deserted.
Think you need.
With Amy Long.
Who's looking for Kevin?
Going to.
Do you relax? Pleasure.
Prices.
Why?
You're with Amy?
And I could
Clerk just
holistic.
that lost.
Experience.
Who's lost?
for his
of the Catholic
You should pray.
This the day for
The warning.
is a
We're also trying to.
and
Through the night.
told her that I
So with
Who's the warning for?
Christ, who
thing.
straight heading
Genghis Khan.
and within a year
too late.
winning 12
Yes.
Who's the person making doing the whispering?
mattering of germs
Also,
as well.
Concept of
I'm
There's the box.
and
yeah.
Rogers
By asking
Beth?
in military
Children later.
Open later? What do you want to open later?
figure out something.
am I saying
Bring by.
Murder.
police
You know the
comfort her
Likeness
command
until you come.
for beast.
Is it the little?
Recall.
Win money.
restate
This requires
Who's mimicking my voice?
Written
L to C
Teaming up with
ordinance
mind of
certainty and
That's bot.
thickness of the
Sometimes.
what do you do?
south
meters. Slowly.
Mouth.
or believe
was in such
We have an extra. So carefully.
Who's looking for Bob?
Be in you.
Relax.
Shankton.
Publicity.
Who's speaking in the Aussie accent?
The Brook experience.
hard such.
Anyhow, he and
And what?
Nationality.
why the sound
Thanks.
are only just
Your eye.
Shelter.
All right, we're going to end this session.
Germany.
fluttered and
Moving.
Who killed her?
This present
Was meant by
We'll get a knock on you.
like the dress.
sons of God.
Poor.
Boy being
Say
Televisión.
held a dead
And
that had
Children,
for a
we are
for himself. Brought the red.
and we know
Which had
Like a bolt.
enough time.
Time to
Festival.
All right, we're ending this session.
really one of the best.
for more bar.
spirit join.
That was kind of crazy. Um, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, who? I wonder who won the bet. That's kind of crazy. And something with the murder. That was kind of crazy. And somebody trying to mimic my voice. Yeah, I want to know what the bet was. Every time I talk, there's some sound effect that comes in. Yeah, I know, right? Always something weird. The energy is strong. It is very strong. I don't know if it's just me just so used to it, which is kind of crazy. But it is really heavy in here. No, I know the music. It always causes things to totally change, and that's kind of why. To me, it's kind of relaxing. And it's loud. I mean, if you guys were in here, it's loud. And the first time I played it like this loud during the show and this long, after I turned it off, my body just felt totally strange. And it was so quiet. Just I think because right now I'm just so, I guess, used to the loud sound, even with the headphones on. Well, you have to remember these headphones are open back, so I can hear everything that's going on in the room. It just, I mean, it's still really loud even with these headphones on. And that's the nice thing about open back. They just, because they're designed to, so you can monitor different things in a more natural sounding environment. But when there's people talking or other things, you still can hear that. So with the music blaring in the background, it's just really loud. Even when I take these off, there's no difference. If I take them off, the music sounds just like when I have the headphones on. There's really no difference. Yeah, no, this is basically the God frequency. This is this tone or the music. So I have different tones playing. There's other tones that are mixed with different frequencies. There's 3 different frequencies that play together. I do have some audio with pink noise. And then I have audio playing at 963 hertz. I have other music playing at 639 and 396 hertz. So there's different frequencies that I'm playing. Yeah, I heard witch. I heard my name called. I heard the mirror called. There's a lot of different things coming through. Yeah, I mean, I get the music from different places, but I have to make sure that it's royalty free, so I can play it over the broadcast. Because not all music is. So, I have other music that I play though too, but this is what I'm experimenting with right now. And I found that when I do use this type of music, or I guess for spirit communication, the results are just amazing. Yeah, the responses only mode it's crazy, and this is running off of my ghost box that that I've built and designed. So thanks to Joshua Sean is when he discovered this mode in my box. So it took some experimenting with to get it to where it is now. But even before, the responses only mode is still crazy. Just with some tweaking, it just got better and better. But it's insane. It is insane, and there's no static coming through. You don't hear the scanning of the radio stations. It's just picking up frequencies, and it's always random. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, and then when Stan was coming through too last week, that was crazy. So we get a lot of names. We get a lot of different things coming through. I mean, it was talking about somebody being murdered. It's just crazy. You know what's funny, Vitrina, is I'm going to share this. Try being on my side. Sometimes when after the show, I'm so tired, but I am so hungry. It's weird. I don't know what it is. It's just, I think it just drains your energy so much that you just get really hungry. Yeah, mentally I'm drained after this. I'm physically exhausted. Yeah, it's crazy. See, right now, I think honestly, yes, reverse is cool, but honestly, direct response mode, I found to get more direct. I don't know. Josh and I have been, I mean, like I said, when him and I first discovered this and we were playing around with things, just some of the things that we were finding and hearing, there was so much coming through, and so much direct answers to that were so personal that I found the direct response mode is something totally different. It's not radio frequencies like reverses. We're picking up a lot more direct communication. That's just what I found doing this experiments, conducting these experiments, where we just get a lot more direct responses. It's just crazy. Even with the reverb, the direct responses, when I enable the reverb, even it just adds a little bit more. It's crazy. All right, so Christina, I was going to tell you a little bit. So I know that there's a couple of people in here, they don't know really the story behind the spirits in my house. I'm sorry, I'm just taking I know I'm kind of talking a lot right now, but right now I just need a little break just because it does drain my energy. Especially tonight, it's been crazy. See, that's what I get for doing those demos. I think I just pissed off the spirits by doing those demos. Anyway. So back to the story. So anyway, there's a couple of different backstories. One, this location was purchased from the owners that well, there's two properties that went up for sale. The property next door, which is a huge house. I think it's 6 or 7 bedrooms. But anyway, it was used as a church for the Church of Science, a Christian Science. And then my property, and this is another house that was used as a Sunday school for the Church of Science. So it's two different properties. This one, the backyard is about an acre. It's huge. My backyard is huge. The backyard next door is about probably half the size, so it might be like a half an acre, maybe a quarter acre, because they have another building on it. It looks like a garage, but it's not a garage. It's like a workshop, and then they have another 2 workshops next to that. So there's a lot of buildings on the property. But anyway, so there was a lot of weird things that happened at that church. We think that there was a lot of abuse. There was a lot of strange things going on there. And then in my house, 2 people passed away. So the house that I live in was purchased for my landlord's mother-in-law. So she lived here, and then when she passed, then my landlord moved in, and then they bought a house 2 houses up down the street, and then they rented out this house after she passed. So, and then, oh no, they moved into the house, and then they bought another house up the street, and they were renting out that house. And then the owner, the gentleman, passed away in the house, probably about, I don't know, 8 years after his mother passed. So yeah, they both still haunt this house. And then there's a little girl here, and then there's another gentleman here. So the little girl and the gentleman were they were tied to next door, but I still don't know who the gentleman is. I'm trying to figure that out. There's just a lot of strange things that happen. But anyway, so that's a backstory. Yeah, there is actually people buried, I think, on the property next door without headstones. That is true. That's kind of what I've heard. There's some underground tunnels there. Still haven't, I mean, it's kind of weird. There's like these PVC pipes sticking out of the ground. And if you look down, they're like connected. So it's like they were used for like air ventilation. So, but somebody said that there's some type of tunnels, but haven't been able to find them. And I can't just go onto the property, even though right now the house is vacant, which would be a great opportunity to go snoop around. But yeah, we did hear pounding one day. One of my friends and I went over there. Because we're outside. I was playing with the dogs, and a ball went over the fence. So we went over to go retrieve it. And when we were walking around back there, he was like, "Man, this place is creepy." He said, "You can just feel the energy." And then, so we went to the back, and then we were retrieving the ball. We're walking back, and then we heard like pounding, and we're like, "Where's that pounding coming from?" It sounded like it was coming from underground. And I was like, "It sounds like it's coming from beneath us." And he said, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And we just kept on hearing it, and then just stopped, and then so we just left. But anyway. So that's a story about my house. And the house next door. But then the house, so here's the thing. I went to our neighbors. So on the next lot over, next door to the other house. And you have to remember, these houses are pretty far apart. And it's on the dirt road. So 2 houses down, they just sold that house, and they were having a yard sale. And one of the neighbors wanted to show me something in the back, so we went back there. And oh my gosh, it was the energy even in that house is just like so crazy. And then once they moved out, I found out that they've also have experiences in their house, but they don't like to talk about it. So there's not a lot of stories. I know that they've talked about activity in their house, but they won't elaborate. So we don't know. And like I said, they just sold their house. So, and I know that they were doing renovations with the new people that just moved in. So they've been doing renovations for, I don't know, last few weeks. So maybe if I get to know the new neighbors, because they seem like they're young, so I might see if I can go over there and talk to them and make friends and check out their place. I don't know. Well, okay, so this whole this whole street was owned by 2 people back in the 40s, and then in the late 60s, early 70s, they ended up dividing up all the properties and then started selling off the land. So don't know all the history. That's all I know is it was 2 owners that owned this whole block, and that's why it's still, the city never paved. It's still considered a private road, and that's why it's still not paved, because the city the city has tried to come in and do it, but everybody has petitioned that and said no, we don't want the property paved. So they even said that we can, all the neighbors, if they sign a petition, we can put up a private gate, so everybody would have, only people that lived here would have access to this road. But nobody wants to do that because nobody wants to just open up the gate and when we drive up. So nobody really drives up and down the street really much. It's pretty quiet. Anyway, all right, I was rambling. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chats either. No, there's no gas. Wait. Some people have gas. My house does not have gas. The next door does. There's very few people ran gas, so everything's electric. And we're still we're the only street that's still on septic tanks also. Are we on top of a plateau? It's kind of weird. There is kind of like rolling hills. I don't know. I wouldn't say we're on top of a plateau per se. Yeah, no, it kind of is. I mean, it is kind of weird. I mean, we're in the city, right? But our neighborhood is the only horse community in the area. Well, there's other communities a little further down, but all of their houses are paved, and there's only a couple of houses that have horses further off this road. But up and down this road, there's people that have horses and livestock. It's kind of crazy. Robinson, I could do that. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and get started. Sorry, you guys asked about the property, so I just give you a little background. There's still so much investigating or history that I have to research, and I do want to do some more research on this area. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of feuding that happens here. There's a lot of things that I'm finding out more and more. My next door neighbors are prejudiced. So I've had a few run-ins with them, and that's how I found out that they were prejudiced. But anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So what do you guys want to do now? So this will be the God. I didn't realize that it's this late. All right, so you guys want to do response only? Okay, we can do that. Yeah, but you know what's funny? This is what I love. I love throwing stuff back in people's faces. Because yes, I have a Hispanic surname, but my heritage is French and Indian. So both of my ancestors, my great grandmother was here when the Louisiana territory was still run by the French. And then my other ancestors were Native American, and they've been here God, way before the Revolutionary War. So it's kind of funny. Both of my ancestors were here before the Revolutionary War. So it's kind of funny. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, so when people tell me go back from where you came from, I just laugh, and I say the same thing back, because I'm like, hey, I was born here. My ancestors were here before the Revolutionary War. Well, that's crazy, Katrina. Yeah, no, exactly. They've been here since the late 1600s, early 1600s, I think, is what they said. But anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. What's a miracle?
To God.
The bank.
Did you just say racist?
Was litter.
To those.
Sylvia wants to know. Stan, Sylvia wants you to know that she loves you to infinity and beyond.
Define.
We're reading audience.
My point.
Hard.
Healthy.
And set it.
Crowd.
Thames.
In the
Very interesting.
made from
17th century.
at some village.
Are things
Man.
As a rule, it
may begin.
Lindy?
All
The day.
The same species.
harmless.
green clay.
Lindsay, who are you looking for?
Is that I
Peaceful night. The stop.
Song with a produced
kind of in
I
To go to the goal.
leaves and some
heirs?
Sure.
And it
far away. The colored
I was feeling
Do it.
it's
they called
years.
Always right.
And travail.
Sentiment.
And I help you. Now take.
have been able to
Could have made him.
90 seconds.
us. There's
That's
She not.
Like. And
Served.
Back and forth.
tended to my
What's going back and forth?
have been
cannot be
Sure.
Hello, passenger.
Face.
drag me
Around.
Yourselves.
Contact.
Mike, are you there with Raina tonight?
Media.
wide.
Sitting on the stuff.
Came close.
Well,
Outlets are
7-7.
My
Is there anybody here with us tonight?
Yeah.
what we do.
And noted.
For idea.
Who just said it's noted?
There
Between
Here it's
Broken horn.
Oh, you're there.
Clench.
of course, I wanted.
according
No.
Yeah, no, this chair does creak.
You may.
And
With its back.
fun.
and chuckle.
Experience. Fail.
Who's looking for Corey?
and you want
On our
I'm annoyed.
You're annoyed? What are you annoyed with?
Of Utah.
With me talking?
Goose. That
Who's the whispering woman?
To be. Oh, what a.
Who just said Debbie? Who's Debbie?
Well,
so
and the forces.
slowly.
Oh, am I right?
Heard likes.
Who's annoyed? And who are you annoyed at? Or with?
Knows. Sometimes.
EDU.
Were the Constantines here earlier? Is that who the Debbie you were referring to is?
did
Deceptive.
The pro-
Greens.
a letter were
Recording.
Fixation.
That were written.
green grass,
No field.
July.
Five.
No.
Who shot them?
Broadband.
I s-
The righteous.
cheeks, and feel.
tonight.
What about tonight?
Visit.
Lie.
God.
He said.
According.
Notice some
All sorts of will help you.
Length of
Jody Mac.
path 10 yards.
The child.
However,
He should be helped. He has just.
So was that Debbie Constantino that was here with us earlier?
He play up.
and
Describe.
deep.
But
Say that's gonna.
Who should have helped? Who's he?
side.
8.
Andy should have helped.
He that can.
Relax your arm.
Open.
8.
at
New station. Forget.
Unhit me.
Who forgot?
Describes.
What's read?
of course there were
But in all.
You and nipped it.
Yelling on it.
I'm gonna go. Studies.
Around.
Ears.
It's understood.
Just a moment.
Since the original.
Who's looking for Raina?
Feel.
A lot of crap. Other creatures
And old string.
Another creep? Is that what you said?
To him, the man.
and the. I've said.
Shoulders.
You thought to
But if you.
from them.
Having sent him.
Accused.
Breath. He brothers.
um,
Feel your precious.
Um,
And the things.
All right, we're going to end this in about a minute.
That rule.
your favorite.
self-esteem.
Indeed.
But
Low brand son. And on either
They pit.
Or which
grabbed hold.
there.
extend
Safe. Side Dan.
Who has no brains?
Among the dead.
Oh my.
at U.S. ways with the
my goodbye.
collection.
Has raised
They're playing to
Wind that
The pandemic.
All right, we're going to end the session.
Comfortably.
falling across. If anybody has anything to say, now's your time to say it.
Quicken your
Relax. Sybil, last time.
Relax. Last time.
Oh, I guess
on August with the 3. Didn't for when
Stop the brands.
Any particular.
This is the
Could have made him.
Okay, we're going to end the session in about 30 seconds.
Can we do?
Who's calling my name?
community.
want to work?
Vacation and
Single walk. He didn't show.
He didn't show? Who didn't show?
Waves.
God, what is
A perfect. Of God.
joy that saves?
In New Orleans.
All right, we're ending the session now.
owned by the
All right. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Got this down. Yeah, that was a little crazy. There was some crazy responses in there. Yeah, that was kind of a cool session. See, it always changes up. This is really strange, and that's what it's kind of cool about doing this is you never know what's going to happen. It's kind of crazy. Well, I'm kind of glad that we finally got the mic everything all adjusted. Okay, so, yeah, that was kind of interesting. Kind of cool, though. I don't know what sound effect you're referring to. I don't know. I adjusted the compression on the compressor setting on the mixer, so I don't know. No, I know. I was chatting with Josh a little bit. He was texting me, but we figured it out. Yeah, I mean it could be picking up like different frequencies because of the background music too. Because the tones are totally different. So, yeah, but I mean, sometimes it could just be the frequencies. There could be a lot of things. It could just be the broadcast going over the internet. Yeah, I mean, but sometimes my voice is mimicked. I've listened back to some of the shows, and sometimes there's things there that I know I didn't say, and other times I wasn't even talking and heard my voice coming through. So yeah, it could be. There's a lot of things that it could possibly be. But no, that was pretty interesting. No, it was a lot of fun tonight. I mean, time just flew. I can't believe it's already 2:15 here. But yeah, I'm gonna end the show. I have kind of a busy day tomorrow, so yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. It was a lot of fun. I just have to. I'm gonna have to force myself to try to get some sleep. Or else I mean, because I still can keep going. I still have a lot of energy. But anyway, well, everybody have a great night, and thanks for tuning in. So tune in for Wednesday's show. It's going to be pretty interesting because we're going to break down, like I said, that device that I just demoed tonight. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. We'll have some pretty cool topics to talk about also. Yeah, I know I'm wide awake, but I'm freaking hungry. As I'm yawning, God. See what you get about talking about food. Now I'm starving. Anyway, I will see you guys soon and have a great night.